I had some work we was doing around the house, and I wanted to be able to talk to you guys a little bit. We were supposed to go last week to Saragoga. My wife's been wanting to go there. I guess there's this fruit, tulipia. I can't really pronounce it. Uh, my understanding, it doesn't smell good, but it tastes really good. So, uh, it's up towards Indy. So I thought I'd take her up there today. A little sore after I show you why. Uh, Probably going to be moving a little slow, but I'm still going to take her because I guess this is something that's only seasonal, this fruit. And her and her son, they really like it. I guess they call it the king's fruit. Uh, so, that being said, our trip's going to go to Saragoga. I'll try to take some pictures and some video of what the store looks like. It's supposed to be an Asian store or international store. Probably more of an Asian store. We went to one when she first came here, and she came in November 3rd, about 2.5 years ago, give or take. And we about froze to death in this store. I don't know if they were trying to save money or what they were trying to do, but there definitely wasn't no heat in this store. So I was kind of hesitant going back there until it kind of warmed up. And today's probably supposed to be uh, probably in the late 60s, maybe even hit maybe 70 today. But yeah, I'll never forget that store. But it had everything. But at that time, it didn't have that fruit. And now since the son's here, they're really wanting to get it. So I told him, he's wanting to go up there every week. I said, that ain't going to happen. I said, if you guys, we go today, you guys are just going to have to get enough to last you about 3 weeks. Because this is a store I really don't care for going to. It's the drive, for one. It's about an hour and 10 minutes away. And it's up towards Indianapolis. Well, Indianapolis is no different than any other big city. The traffic, for one. Stoplights, stop signs. I mean, you name it. It's just a pain in the old rump trying to get through this place. So I told him, you better get something. If you're going to get some fruit or whatever you want to get, it's from Thailand. If they have it, you better get something that's going to last you for a little bit. Because I just don't care going to that store very much. Especially, today's probably not going to be too bad. It can't be too cold in there. They didn't have no heat when we went. And it's not going to be real hot today, just in case they don't want to turn the AC on or they don't want to pay their bill, electric bill. So it ought to be not too bad. But yesterday, I went and did a full 9 hours of work at my regular job. And then I arranged a guy to come over here. And what we end up doing is I'm going to show you here. End up getting gravel on our lane here. And I kind of underestimated how much I was going to need. I kind of figured I was going to need at least 10 ton. to get from the end of that road down there all the way up here and all the way around and up by the house. Needless to say, end up taking, let's see, I got another, it was 15 ton total of this, I think it's number 9, 8 or 9 rock. And I spent a little bit more than I wanted to, but it had to be done. And I can probably use a probably another 5 ton, because I've got to kill this grass here that comes around to the other house that's over there. And I want to put gravel up towards that electric pole there that got the security light on there. So, a little bit sore. And then I wanted some extra gravel. We're doing some landscaping around the house, and I'll show you what we started. I was just too tuckered. Started on it, and I told her when we get back today, we would just go ahead and try to finish that part up. We've got a lot of ideas for the house. If you watched any of my other videos, I talked about retiring here in about 3 years. So, whatever we're doing to the house, we're doing it for ourselves, but we'll also be doing it so when the time comes to go sell the house, it'll be good for the market, and we'll try to get what we can for the house. I thought we got a pretty good deal. We got 2 acres on the side of where the house that we live on, and then we got almost 3.5 acres, I believe, on the other property where the old house is. The house was built in 1900, and it looks like people use it for storage, so that's what I'm using it for storage right now. I'm not going to fix it up. It would take, right now it would take just too much time and money, and I'm concentrating on the other house. And we'll sell both properties together, of course. I'm not going to sell it separate, considering where this older house is sitting at, and then the other house. Nothing's worse than getting close to a neighbor that close and you can't get along. So we'll sell it together. And we're looking at close to $200,000. Property here in Indiana, depending on where you're at, it goes pretty good. It's kind of expensive. And considering we got both homes, the property that we got was actually thrown in with the deal. The house that we've got and the property we got with the house that we're living on, it appraised for what they were asking for both properties, and they're separate deeds. So that was a good thing. I like that too, because if I wanted to deed the house, the old house, to one of my kids, or to my son now, I could do that with no problem. It's not in with the loan. If something happened to me, Rutana would at least be able to have something. Plus I got all kinds of insurance too, so. But she would be able to get rid of the property if she wanted to make some money. I think as she sits over there, I think they got it valued about $80,000, 75, 80,000, I think it is. This building right there, that goes with the older house that's on that property, and the lane that goes down belongs to the older house, the other property, and we got an easement road up. So it doesn't matter if we sell it to somebody or whatever, there's an easement on that driveway. So if she did sell it, somebody would be able to use that road to get up to their house. So we did do that. And then I've got this here I've got to fix up. Kill the weeds, the grass, cut the trees down. There's concrete down up underneath that. When we got the place, it was a lot worse than this. When we started cleaning it up some, you can see some wood in there, and it looks like somebody used this area to cut wood, because supposedly there was a fireplace, or not a fireplace, but a stove in the house that we're living in, and the guy was renting the house out, and the people just didn't take care of the place. So now we bought it, we're fixing it up. But you can see where we got this extra gravel, and there's our shrubs. $600 worth, roughly. I think there's, by the time it was all said and done, by the time we bought all the shrubbery, everything, we got about $600 invested in the shrubbery. And then we got our little plants here. We end up buying. There's one shrub there, a little one's gonna grow up right next to the deck here, steps. And then we come over here and we're in the process, like I said, of fixing this. We gotta dig these borders in, this brick, and we laid it down there to hold this down until we got the rock on there. But you can see what we're doing. And then we've got some flowers planted in here, which is starting to grow. They're little babies, but they're growing. Another one there. So she's all excited about that too, about it growing. Takes time, and it takes money. I've owned a house before. I knew it wasn't going to be a easy task. Seems like when you own a house, seems like there's always something you need to do, or something you got to spend money on. It's just the way it is. We have neighbors. The neighbors are about 1/8 of a mile up the road. Maybe not even that, but they're not close. The property on both sides of us and behind us, it's farmland. Farmers use that. Last year they growed soybeans. So this year I don't know what they're gonna do. Don't know what they're gonna grow. And then in between all that, we got 2 mowers, and I ordered a belt from Amazon, got it in for the mower deck of my Cub Cadet 50-inch. That's my older one, but I really like using it over here on this side. Smaller, and it seems like this has got some little hillies, and it's not the smoothest. I call this my little ravine, but it's not the smoothest. And it seems like that little mower really handles this terrain and cutting it a lot easier than that 61-inch that I have, 0 turn. So I put the belt on. That wasn't too bad. I had a couple shrouds I had to take off. And I put the belt on, deck belt on it. Last year, I ended up happened to put a drive belt on for the hydrostat. I got that all done. So now she should be ready for a good while. And then I bought a weed eater last week, and it was a 4-stroke, and I didn't know how four-stroke would work versus the two-stroke that I've always used to have and what I've seen around. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, for what I know and what I've used already 2-3 times since then, I don't think I'll go back to a two-stroke unless something majorly happens with this four-stroke. So much quieter. There's no smell really from the fuel versus the two-stroke, and it's got a lot more horsepower. It's a lot more smoother. It doesn't sit there and vibrate crazy. If you ever notice about the two-strokes. So yesterday we had some, you can probably see along this edge here. We're cleaning it up now. Tana started on it. I went under and got the weed eater, and I just came down and started weed eating the heck out of it with that four-stroke. And then mowed this with that cub real quick to make sure that that it was gonna mow okay, and it did. I was happy about that. I know it's a small mower, 50-inch, and all this land we got. You can see this is the 2 acres on this side. And that's her little house on the hill. So she always dreamed about having a house on the hill. So that was one of the things that we were looking for, was a house to set up on the hill. So she got her house on the hill. It's not bad. Like I said, we're working on it. We did a lot of work when we first moved in, and we've been doing a lot of work, what we could inside during the winter time and everything. So yeah, road trip today. You can see I'm kind of thrilled about the road trip. It'll be okay. I'm probably making more out of it than it is. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I just don't care to really go up to that direction unless I'm trying to go around it and go straight through it and get out of it. My son came down here, and I'll see if I can have him send me the picture. But he said he looked down here just to be looking, and he thought it was part of the tree. And started looking and looking. He's a big old turtle. I said, son, you just keep your distance a little bit. That's a snapping turtle, and it has snapped your finger off. With that being said, he said, that thing look old. I said, it probably is. Snapping turtles live a long time. So I'll try to get him to send me a picture. Rotana, he sent it to her because I'm assuming they have them over there, but I don't know if they got them that big or what kind they got over in Thailand. But he was really happy that he seen that. And he gets excited when he gets up in the morning and lets Lulu out. That's our dog. And there'll be deer. He gets to see. They come over on our property in that ravine I was telling you about. But yeah, I tried to mow around. They did good, so I'm happy. We have a good location. I think we do. You can see up there on the left, there's a house up there, which I don't think anybody really lives there. If they do, every time I go by that direction and past that house, I don't see anything. And then there on the right hand side where that building is, right up on that hill. Now there's a gentleman and a lady that live there. The lady's really nice. I haven't really talked too much to the gentleman. She stopped by and welcomed us last year around May. We moved in April. And she was really nice. She's part-time retired, she'll work 1 or 2 days at GCOM. I think that's what it is. So, and then over on the next road, over in that direction where that building's sticking and peeking up right over that little hill there, there's 1, 2, 3 houses over there. So we got civilization around here with some people, but it's nothing like living in town. I lived in town before we moved here. I was renting. I got divorced quite a few years ago, and I just wasn't into ready for myself. Being single, it was things I was wanting to do, and didn't want to have to spend most of my time repairing or fixing or worrying about if this goes out, I got to fix this, so on and so forth. So I rented a 1-bedroom. It was $500 a month, and I was able to save quite a bit of money that way. I'm a tool and die maker. I make good money. Not bragging, but I make a good living. Took me how long am I doing it now? Probably 34 years, something like that. But I'm ready to give it up. I'm getting older, not old yet, but older, 59. And I'm looking at 3 years for retirement, so don't want to get too much more. Just fix up what we have. And when it's time to sell, I'm going to sell. And then we're going to build a house over in Thailand. So we thought we were going to do it up by her mom's, because they got property. But I've had a heart attack one time back about 5 years, 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. And I'm a type of person, I like living away, but I also like living close enough that within 20 minutes or so, I can be somewhere and get what I need to get. And also, you know, I have to try to find a good hospital, be able to get my medicine pretty quickly. So I don't know if we're gonna build there or not. I think we're kind of still up in the air a little bit. We did bring some dirt in, because at first that's what we were going to do, was going to build there. I forgot how many truckloads of dirt they brought into that property. And the reason of it is, and which I didn't know, they got to build the land up for the rainy seasons. Then it's got to set about 6 months or so. Well, it's gonna set, and it's gonna settle pretty good, I guess, because I still got 3 years to go, give or take. All depends if I win the lottery. If I win the lottery, it's gonna be a lot sooner for retirement, let me tell you. I'm just tired, wore out. And Ritana works the same place I do. So I know it's a big change for her from being behind a desk, going into a factory. But we're striving for the same goals, is to save money, get what we want to get done, buy over in Thailand, build our house. So she's always looking. I tell you what, she's a go-getter. She knows how to save better than I do. And I thought I knew how to say it pretty good. Give me some things I want to get and just say, honey, we don't need that. We don't need it. Remember, we're saving. Yeah, I know. But I really like it. So now, unless I really need it, we don't buy anything that we don't have to have. Which is understandable. So, well anyways, we're going to take our trip today, and I'll take some video, try to take some pictures and stuff, and we'll see if we're going to have a good time in this joint, or we're going to have to go buy jackets to go in to get her fruit that she's been wanting, her and her son. So until then, you guys, it's time to be happy. If you're a woman or a man, it's just, you know what, life's too short, and you got to make the best of it. Find your partner, be good to your partner as well as your partner be good to you, and be happy in life. Don't be a sourpuss with everybody. Everybody's going to be different. We all got to learn to live together, and that's just the short end of it. Everybody is different. And once you realize that everybody's different, everybody's got their own different ways of thinking, don't try to change them. Most of the time, they've already got their ways set. And just be happy. It's time to be happy. I was trying to think of the name of the channel. I had it as a topic shop, and that's when I was single and everything, and just doing a little bit of videos here and there, just trying to get, I don't know, I was bored. And then I seen Chuck on YouTube, and his channel was No Time to Be Sad. And that kind of stuck with me. You know, he's right. It's not time to be sad. It's time in your life to be happy. You know, and I've contacted him one time, told him how I thought, as he was having a discussion about Thai ladies, and I told him what I thought, and he responded. He was really nice about responding, and he seems to be a great guy and his wife. So hopefully when I get over to Thailand, I'll at least be able to run up and meet up with them at least 1-2 times, and you know, if everything goes well, then we meet up a little bit more, try to do more. But kind of enjoy watching his channel myself, so if you want to, he's also got a channel. It's called No Time to Be Sad, and he's not talked to me about trying to send people over there, but you know, he's got a good channel, and he puts on good shows, videos, and a lot of it's educational, a lot of it's I don't want to say personal, but through his eyes, what he sees in Thailand and how he tries to help the Thai people. And that's great, and that's what I want to do when I get over there, get settled down and stuff. I want to give to the community where you live, because you know, I've had it good. Not always here in the USA, but the past couple of 8 years I've done well, and I've had it good, and now I've got it even better with my wife, Jao, which her name's Ratana, but her nickname in Thailand is Jao. Now, I'm probably not saying it right, but it's close, Jao. But anyways, until then, guys, you guys be happy, be safe. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to try to be putting content out. If you want to help me out, hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. So you guys have a good day. Talk to you later.